Hi guys, this is Erica from Gokce Capital. Now before I begin, be sure to click subscribe and turn on the notification bell. In 2016, William and Hannah Kittinger moved into the Sleepy Hollow subdivision with their 4 pets. And very quickly, their neighbors had a problem. You see, the Kittingers' pets were not cats nor dogs, but chickens, illegal chickens. What happened? We'll find out at the end of this video. But first, in case you too want a few feathered friends, we'll cover the top things you need to know about raising chickens for eggs. Number 1. How do you raise chickens for eggs? First, select the right breed. Some breeds are better than others when it comes to laying eggs. And if you click on our blog post in the description of this video, you'll find a list of breeds that will work. Determine the number of birds you'd like. The average adult hen lays about 2 eggs every 3 days. Thus, a flock of between 3 to 6 birds is usually enough to supply a steady stream of eggs. Research a reputable chick supplier. The main point to remember is that you want to purchase from a credible hatchery. Prepare your brooder. Baby chicks are kept in a warm, draft-free shelter called a brooder. You should prepare this before your chicks arrive. Focus on sanitation. Young chicks are incredibly susceptible to early health risks, so we recommend disinfecting all materials prior to using them. After that, disinfect them weekly. And most importantly, create a long-term nutrition plan. When you raise strong chicks, you create healthy hens. And strong chicks require a consistent nutrition plan. Number 2, what should a chicken coop include? Your hen house should include the following 6 elements: a nesting box, box bedding, a roosting bar, dropping board, hanging feeder and waterer, and an enclosed run. Number 3, what do chickens eat and drink? Chickens do not eat a homegrown diet. They require a commercially prepared layer mash that has been formulated by a poultry science nutritionist. On top of this, they also require plenty of fresh water. Number 4, how much space do you need to raise chickens? Each chicken will need 4 square feet to itself in the nesting coop. You'll also need 10 square feet per chicken in their enclosed run. And number 5, the biggest question you probably have is, should I raise chickens in my backyard? Well, the answer is yes, if you have space for a full-size chicken coop and run, you can afford chicken food, you're willing to take on the additional maintenance, you're okay with getting a chicken sitter whenever you go on vacation, and most importantly, if it's permitted in your area. And this last point brings me back to William and Hannah Kittinger. In 2016, the couple and their chickens moved into the Sleepy Hollow neighborhood of Wake Forest, North Carolina. Very quickly, however, their feathered companions created a scene. For under the subdivision's community rules, chickens were considered a nuisance. It would seem the Kittingers' neighbors agreed with this categorization, for in 2018, they sued the couple, stating that the egg layers had to go. The Kittingers, in turn, argued that they considered their chickens to be pets, and thus should be allowed to keep them under the Community Ordinance pet policy. But the Kittingers are not the only family in the U.S. that have brought the barnyard birds into their backyard, nor is their characterization of their hens all that unusual. Take, for example, the case of Ashley Fleming, who recently wrote an op-ed in the Chattanoogan to make a case for her unauthorized flock. Ashley received her hens as a Valentine's Day gift from her husband, much to the delight of her children, who loved to hold, watch, and feed them. Ashley's son and daughter each named a chicken and took the birds under their wing, so to speak, guarding them during the day and saving parts of their meals to share with their girls in the evening. All the while, the pampered fowl cleaned Ashley's yard of insects and fertilized the clay-packed ground. Yet for all the benefits that Ashley and the Kittingers see in their flock, both face the same problem. Chickens are not allowed in their neighborhoods. In the end, the Kittingers lost their case in court, although the subdivision later revised its community code, concluding that the original draft was not intended to prevent homeowners from keeping hens as pets. Though things worked out for the Kittingers in the end, this story shows how important it is that you check local regulations before purchasing your own flock. After all, you don't want your little egg machines to drag you into a legal battle, no matter how many mosquitoes they may catch. But what do you think? Do you have any stories about raising chickens in your backyard? Let us know in the comments. Did you like this video? You're going to love our Gokce Land Due Diligence program. We'll make you a land due diligence expert in just 7 days. Check it out at gokcecapital.com/glad. And while you're at our website, don't forget to explore our $1 down listings at gokcecapital.com/listings. Finally, don't hesitate to reach out. You can email, call, or text, and we will respond as soon as possible. So thank you for listening, and more to come.